Never in my entire life dreaded getting drunk more than I do right now. But, here we go. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Another Fat Guy Cooks. I'm your fat guy, Andy Baker, and today we're going to be drinking and answering your questions.
Another fat guy cooks.
Okay, so no cooking today. I was going to do a thing and the stuff turned up a day late, so I didn't have time to practice it before today cooking it, and I don't really like to do things for the first time on the episode unless that's the gimmick, which is, you know, watch me do something and completely fuck it up because it's the first time I've done it. So today I am going to be having a few drinks and answering some of the questions that you have sent through to me so kindly. So I guess we should start it off with a question. So I'm just going to go down these in the order that they came in, and we'll see how we do. And if your question doesn't end up being in here, it's not because I didn't answer it, it's because I saw it, tried to answer it, and either your question or I was shit and it didn't make the cut. So, sorry. When was the first time you realised you were fat? For fuck's sake. Okay, I mean, for one, I've not always been fat. So, I was fat at school, but I wasn't like crazy fat, I was just the fat kid. But that just means I was fatter than anyone else. So I wasn't like this big. I think it was like secondary school, like the first year of secondary school, because I went to a private school when I was really small, and then ended up going to a normal junior school, but just for 1 year, which is the last year of junior school, and then went to a full secondary, high school, whatever you want to call it, you know, a proper one. And let's just say that I wasn't adequately prepared for the trials and tribulations of everyday school life. The first sign of it was when my parents sent me to school for the first day with a briefcase, which didn't go down very well. So fat briefcase wanker very quickly became briefcase wanker, fatty, fatty briefcase, briefcase fatty. You know, all became very common very soon. And yeah, so yeah, to answer the question, I don't know why I told you about the briefcase thing. I think maybe that's something I should say for a therapist. Secondary school, high school, first day. Kind of realised that I was above average weight in that other people noted it. Yeah, that'll do. I would give you credit for the question, but you were an idiot and didn't put your name. Okay, let's make a proper drink. Because this is nice, but let's see, what should we do? There we go, Long Island iced tea. Right. Question number 2. Which TV chef would you most like to give fellatio to? I mean, Nigella Lawson, I mean, you know, Jesus Christ, can you imagine? I don't know why, because she's got such a big, nice arse, and I just imagine that I'm pussy. Anyway, Nigella Lawson, if I was going to go for the genuine answer. But I mean, if we're going for the, like, which chef would I most like to meet, and I would get to meet them by giving them fellatio, probably Matty Matheson, who's a amazing Canadian chef. He's also a big fat fucker. He's half the reason I started doing this, because I fucking love watching his show, and he's a very cool guy. So, yeah, Maddie Matheson, I'd probably suck his dick. I mean, it's just a dick. Fucking cares. I'd suck a dick to get to hang out with Maddie Matheson. There's the answer. Fucking have it. And my dad's just disowned me. Third question. Can you do an episode on how to reverse sear a tauntaun? No. Because tauntauns are fictional. Much like the entire Star Wars universe is fictional. I could do an episode on how to reverse sear a yak, I guess. But then also I'd have to get a yak, which would be a fucking ball ache. Who's got yaks? I don't even know if yak meat's any good. So no, I mean the answer is no, I can't. Oh, okay, now we have questions that have names on them. So I have 3 questions here from @DaveBlogger. Thanks, Dave. Okay. Have you ever thought about cooking professionally in some way, or has this always been just for fun? It's a bit of a tough one. Okay, serious moment. I would love to be a professional chef. Cooking is like my favourite thing in the world, and nothing makes me happier than cooking. 100%. Problem is, I was born with something called clubbed feet, which to the layman is spazzo backwards feet. So feet crunched up in the womb, turned backwards, up, complete fucking shit show, right? 9 operations on them, fine now to the point where I can walk and stand up and people don't point and laugh openly. But being on my feet for long periods of time is fucking agony. So I unfortunately could never be a professional chef because they have to stand in kitchens for 12 hours a day, do all the prep, you know, it's a very on your feet fucking job. So unfortunately, as much as it is a huge fucking dream and I would love to do it, it's not something that I'm capable of doing. Now, people will say, hey fatty, if you lost a shitload of weight, your feet would be better. And those people are sort of correct. I have lost weight before, feet have got a lot better, but not 12 hours on them a day better. So unfortunately, chefing is out of it. This is as close to being a professional chef as I'm ever gonna get, and that's why I fucking love doing this. So, thank you for the question. But yeah, no. Love to be a professional chef, ain't gonna work out. Do you have a favourite genre of food? Oh, absolutely. I mean, Mexican food it's bizarre because Mexican food is so basic but also so amazing. It's like 5 ingredients in 10 different arrangements but tastes so different, so many different like textures and flavors and whatever, and they do it with so little, and it's fun to make, it's fun to eat. It's like it's Mexican food as a whole is quite easily the coolest cuisine on the planet. You can fuck around with it, you can work it into loads of other dishes, you know, you can like make Mexican spaghetti and meatballs, you can make Mexican, you can just do whatever you want. It's just such a really cool all-round, like, just, yeah, it's an amazing, amazing system of food, if that's a thing. But yeah, love Mexican food. That's the answer. Last question from Dave Blogger. If it takes a day and a half for a chicken and... fuck's sake. Okay, just so you know, I've not read any of these questions yet. I've printed them, bought them in here, had them faced, you know, not looked at them. So this is the first time I'm seeing any of this. If it takes half a day and a half for if it takes a day and a half for a chicken and a half to lay an egg and a half, how long would it take a monkey with a wooden leg to kick all the seeds out of a dill pickle? Fuck. You ever like read something that makes you completely question your own sense of self? Because that isn't that. That's nonsense. But thank you anyway, Dave. I don't know, 12? We'll say 12. 12. Another one. Oh no, this one's from Chris. Thank you, Chris. Which food makes you think about your own mortality when you eat it? That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. My mortality. I mean, the thing is, food doesn't generally make me question my mortality because obviously we're all going to die. You know, everything's pointless, everything's meaningless. The whole point of life is just to have as many cool little moments as you can fucking cram into it before you eventually try to avoid dying a horrible death and try and have a nice one, you know? So food doesn't really make me question my morality or think about my morality. Sleeping does. Going to bed at night really makes me think about my own mortality. Because that's all I think about, which is why I don't sleep. If anything, food makes me think about the opposite. Food is, you know, it's life, it's growth, it's friends, it's family, it's cool shit, it's good stuff. Makes you forget about mortality. If anything, like eating a good meal is, you know, you're sat with a group of people eating good food, good drinks. That's the furthest you're ever away from thinking about death. And that's all that we ever try and do, is that everything is just to distract us from the fact that we're all dying. You know, TV, watching this video right now, you watching this right now, the only reason you're doing this is because if you weren't doing this, you'd be sat staring into space, wondering about death. Right? Next. When will we hear the bird cloud stories? When, not if. See, this is how I know that this is Ken, because Ken is a stalker, I suppose. I don't know. I don't think he's quite a stalker, but he definitely has complicated feelings towards bird cloud. If you don't know who bird cloud are, two incredibly cool ladies with a very cool band who went on tour with Mishka a couple of years ago. We went all around the UK. We did fucking loads of, well, I just drove, they did the gigs. And we had a fucking blast. It was amazing. We had a great time. I was tour managing. But yeah, Jasmine and Mackenzie, if you are watching, love you both and can't wait to see you again. There are a lot of stories from the Bird Cloud tour that I would love to tell, but I'm not going to tell any of them because hopefully I'm going to be able to get Jasmine on Crime and Nourishment soon, and then we'll be able to do some of the stories then. So I'm not going to go too far into them. I'm not going to go into them at all now. I'm going to save them for that episode because that would be a better time for it. Next! Ghost Gerbil. Sup, buddy? If you lost weight, would you have to change the name of your show? Yeah, I probably would. If I, in the fucking completely bizarro alternate universe where I managed to lose weight, I think the show would be called Another Guy with Loads of Extra Skin Who Looks a Bit Like a Flying Squirrel When He's Naked Cooks. Because, I mean, if I lost all my weight, I would just be like fucking, there would just be skin. I would be a human uncircumcised penis. And it would just be everywhere. So, yeah. Another guy cooks who's got way too much skin. I don't know, man. It can't all be fucking gold, right? Next. Okay, I don't know who this is because there's no names, but I'll just keep going. What type of conditioner do you use, and does it keep your hair bouncy? I don't know. You want to see? Ow. I don't know what my conditioner's called because I don't look at things like that. I just buy the big bottle that has, you know, just the big one. But I'd say it's pretty bouncy. What's bouncy? Anyway, I don't... You always see like people saying that their hair is like shiny and bouncy, but I mean, you'd have to detach hair from your head first to see if it would bounce. Which I don't know if mine would, but I'm not going to do it because it's it's stupid. Not the other word for stupid that begins with an R that I don't say anymore because I get shouted at. Next. Can life or sex be more satisfying than any flavours of fried chocolate bars? See, right, I know who this question's from. It's from Elizabeth, who is cool as fuck, and one of the people that obviously I met through doing this channel. She's fucking awesome, love talking to her. But she has terrible fucking taste in chocolate. Fry's chocolate is fucking hot garbage, and I'm sorry. This is what Fry's chocolate looks like, right? This. I only like relate Fry's chocolate to like my grandparents when I was a kid. It's like those fucking mints. It's fucking just garbage chocolate. I can't imagine why anyone would like consider it to be good chocolate. And I'm sorry, Liz, but fuck. That's why we can't get married. You have terrible taste in fucking chocolate. Next. To twerk or not to twerk? That is the question. It's more of a statement than a question, because it's not got a question mark at the end of it. To twerk or not to twerk? That is the question. I agree. Yes. Yes. It is the question. Next. Socks before trousers or vice versa? Fucking, who the fuck puts their socks on before their trousers? It's ridiculous. Oh wait, do I do that? Or maybe I do that. No. No, you go underpants, trousers, yeah, underpants, jeans, then socks, then t-shirt, then shoes, and then stay indoors, because why would you go out at the moment? You know, it's fucking COVID. Next. Ivanka Trump, fuckable or not? From Beth. Oh no, she's totally fuckable. I mean, I would never not fuck Ivanka Trump. She'd, you know, the fucking Jesus, the pillow talk would be amazing. And she's crazy, so, you know, she'd be amazing in bed. As we all know, the crazy to good in bed scale is fucking linear. It goes up together. So yeah, she'd be fucking great in bed. She just don't fucking talk politics with her, Jesus. Next, Marilyn Manson, fun or freak? Okay. I am gonna... Next. What is your hot take on veganism? Man, people can do what the fuck they want. I have no problem with vegans whatsoever. I think that the stereotype of vegans who constantly push being vegan onto you is wrong, because I know a lot of vegans. Fury, a good friend of mine who is always on the Chad Shank Twitch stream, which the link to is here, is a vegan, and he's a chill as fuck vegan. He never tries to push it. He's a good guy. Love Fury. So yeah, no, vegans are cool, love vegans. If we were all vegan, the world would probably be a better place. I'm not that good of a person, so I eat meat. Oh, we're getting close. Okay. When did you start cooking for... Oh, these are all by Susie. Love Susie. When did you start cooking for pleasure? I think I've always really enjoyed cooking. I think even when I was like a little kid, I was always trying to like force my mum to let me help her cook in the kitchen and stuff, and she would always tell me to fuck off because, you know, there's nothing more annoying than having somebody in the kitchen with you when you're trying to cook, which as an adult I now completely understand, but as a kid made me think she was a complete bitch. But yeah, you know, fucking always, I've always been into food, always loved food. It brings people together. It's a great fucking... It's one of those perfect things that everyone can agree on. Like, good food brings people together, makes people happy, is a way to... If you disagree on everything else, if you think fucking... If you're a Republican and I'm fucking Democrat, or you're Labour and I'm Conservative, or whatever, we can still sit down, agree that the fucking food's good, and have a good time together. And that's why I love food, because it doesn't fucking care about anything else. I'm like an hour in at this point. This may seem short to you, but this has been going on for a while. Last question, which is quite fitting, really. Why is life so short, but also unbearably long at the same time? Susie, fuck. Because when life's good, it's fucking short. And, you know, I'm sure that's a Stanhope bit that I'm stealing. But yeah, you know, when you're having a good time and you've got fucking good people around you and life's awesome and everything's going well, it just fucking goes by in the blink of an eye. Which is the entire cruelty to life, and the fact that every... you know, action has an equal and opposite reaction, where if you're getting something really good, like doing a shitload of fucking MDMA and having an awesome night, then tomorrow you're going to wake up feeling like absolute dog shit. There's just, everything has an opposite. You can't get anything nice without getting the fucking kick up the arse on the other end. And that's what life is. Balance. I think that's it. That's all the questions. Thanks for those, Susie. That was the Q&A. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. We are at about 550 subscribers at the moment. And it would be great to be at 600 soon. So if you're not subscribed, I think about like 30% of the people who watch this aren't subscribed. So if you're one of those people, please subscribe. I'll see you for the next episode, where I'll actually be cooking again and be more sober. So yeah, another fat guy has just got drunk, and I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye. That's it. Cheers, fuckers. I am out.